The topic is sum and difference trig identities. So let's do this example. Find sine of x minus y if sine of x is 2 over 5, cosine of y is negative 1/3, x is in quadrant 1 and y is in quadrant 3. So first let's use definition. Definition says, I'm looking at it right here, definition says sine of x minus y is equal sine x cosine y minus cosine x sine y. Now what do we have? We have sine x is equal 2 over 5, so let's plug it here. So 2 over 5. What else we have? We have a cosine of y, which is negative 1/3, negative 1 over 3. Do we have a cosine of x? We don't. Do we have a sine of y? We don't. So first, to find the cosine of x, let's use sine of x. So we know that sine of x is equal 2 over 5, and we know that x is in quadrant 1. So this is my x. So sine of x is equal 2 over 5. And then we want to find, my thing is I need to get cosine of x. Pretty easy. All you do is call this, I don't know, actually sine x is 2 over 5. This is 5. So call this a, and let's find a. So a squared plus 2 squared is equal 5 squared, which means a squared is equal 25 minus 4 is 21. So a is minus plus square root of 21, but since this is positive, so a is equal square root of 21. So this is square root of 21. Now you can tell cosine will be a over 5, so it's square root of 21 over 5, and then go back here and write square root 21 over 5. Now what about sine of y? We need to use the fact that we know cosine of y. So let's do it here. We know that cosine of y is equal to negative 1/3. What else? We know that y is in quadrant 3. So here's a y. Y is in quadrant 3. So cosine is equal to negative 1 over 3, and we want to find sine of y. So to find sine of y, all we need to do is find this b. Using Pythagorean theorem again, negative 1 squared plus b squared is equal to 3 squared, which means b squared is equal to 9 minus 1, which is 8, which means b is minus plus square root of 8. Since it's here, it's negative, so b is minus square root of 8. Minus square root of 8. So the sine will be minus square root of 8 over the hypotenuse, which is 3, and then go back here and write negative square root of 8 over 3. Now all we need to do is multiply. 2 times negative 1 is minus 2 over 15. Square root of 21 times negative times negative is positive, so that would be square root 21 square root of 8 over 3. Now let me finish it here. Let's go back here. Now this is equal to, I'm just adding them, minus 2 plus. Actually you can multiply 21 times 8, you get square root of 21 times 8 is 80, no, 160, and then 8, 168. And then, yeah, I made a mistake. This is supposed to be 15 also. 3 times 5. Right? So, divided by 15, and this will be the answer. And that's it for this example.